timeline, week 15. We have the Louisiana Purchase and Lewis and Clark. And last year the kids added Sacagawea. I don't know, somehow there's a little papoose on the back. The War of 1812. The Trail of Tears. The Alamo. The Republic of Texas and the Mexican War. The Gold Rush. Slavery. Abraham Lincoln and the Civil War, 1861 to 1865. Lee surrenders to Grant at Appomattox. And that's it. So we've got the Louisiana Purchase. Thomas Jefferson bought all this land out west. Tons of land, huge section of this country. And then he sent Lewis and Clark to explore. So here they are in their canoe, and if you want to add the papoose somehow, I can't remember what we did, I'm sorry. And then we have the War of 1812. Now, I was told that this was because it was a sad war, but you know what? That's where we get the Star-Spangled Banner that Francis Scott Key wrote, so I'm thinking that's what this stands for. That would be a lot easier to remember. The Trail of Tears, we know that that's when the Native Americans were sent away from their homelands. Very sad time of our history. And so the Alamo, the Republic of Texas, and the Mexican War, wow, there's so much history there. I'm not even going to go into it. But the Alamo, you get your guns. If you can see, I got guns shooting. The Republic of Texas and the Mexican War. Those were things that happened in different events that happened in succession to one another. I didn't realize that after the Alamo, and then eventually Texas became its own republic as part of the United States instead of Mexico. But then after that, the Mexican War was a result of all that. I didn't know that. That's something that you can explore with your children at home or your students if you have time during CCM memory work. Then the Gold Rush, so we're just picking up a pan of gold, we're panning for gold. Slavery, and then easy to remember that Abraham Lincoln comes next because the Civil War happens, and the dates are important for the kids to remember. Lee surrenders to Grant. The tradition is that he took his sword. I don't think he took it out of its scabbard, but he surrendered it to Grant as a gesture of traditional surrender, and that Grant refused it, probably because he respected Lee so much. I know they really respected one another. I just read about it, and apparently it may have been a myth, but anyway, we don't have to tell them that. So he surrenders his sword to Grant at Appomattox, which was in Virginia, and this is him just saying, I surrender, you win. So let's do it one more time. The Louisiana Purchase and Lewis and Clark and Sacagawea, the War of 1812, the Trail of Tears, the Alamo, the Republic of Texas, and the Mexican War, the Gold Rush, slavery, Abraham Lincoln and the Civil War, 1861 to 1865, Lee surrenders to Grant at Appomattox.